So, I had this big passionate speech all set up and ready to go, but I don't. In fact, the thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that my hair is fucking whatever. I just got out of the shower. Great way to start a video. The thing I wanted to talk about is kind of all clumped together. We talk about free thinking and how it's in jeopardy. Well, it is in jeopardy. To be somebody nowadays who has a fucking to be somebody nowadays who thinks for themselves is scary. It scares the fuck out of people. And why? Because our politicians don't want free thinkers. Everyone's pushing their agenda. Politicians are pushing their agenda. And not even usually at their own accord. They're pushing it at the accord of others above them. They're just puppets. But you talk about free thought. You go back 10, 15 years. Things are different now. Technology wasn't to the point where it's at. This political correctness bullshit wasn't where it was now. Politicians were still dirty. They're always going to be dirty. But you didn't have the results that you had now. Society was different. People were different. In fact, you could crack a joke with your friends, even if it was a racist joke. A simple racist joke. People actually had a fucking sense of humor. Imagine that. And I had black friends in college, by the way. And I could crack black jokes in front of them, and they'd crack jokes on each other, and they'd fucking turn around and crack a joke on me. And it was fine. No one got offended. No one got butthurt. No one was bothered by a fucking joke. And now you've got groups of people trying to desensitize and just go after comedians or anybody who has an opinion, makes a joke, anything that's not to their liking. Well, I'm sorry, but little thing called free speech. And if it offends you, oh well, you're responsible for your reaction to it. But going back to the whole political correctness bullshit, I know there's a whole series of things that have led up to the political correctness and people pushing this. I don't care. But free thought is in jeopardy. More so now than it's ever been. If you have an independent thought, if you challenge the system, you challenge someone's ideals, you're a threat. You're a goddamn threat. And you know what? You should be a threat. Because there comes a point when just passively accepting things and sitting back and doing nothing doesn't do shit. There comes a time when you have to bare your teeth and you have to go for the throat. Figuratively, go for the throat. I wouldn't say murder somebody because you can get arrested and thrown in jail for that. But there comes a time when you have to stop being passive and you have to rise up, clench your fists, and say, no, I challenge you. And if they get in your way, you fucking move them out of the way. And that goes with the current political scene right now. You've got so many groups of people arguing and fighting with each other when the real enemy is right there in front of us. The politicians aren't on our side. They could give two shits about you and me. They just care about keeping their power and their influence and staying right where they are. This isn't about black, white, anything. This isn't about gender. This isn't about any sort of denomination. This is about us as human beings realizing that we're getting fucked in the ass. Pardon the strong language. But that's exactly what's happening. Things shouldn't have to be this complicated and this freaking hard. We're making lives harder for ourselves. we're American citizens, and yet we're playing right into the hands of these groups. And you get independents and you get other individuals who have their own thoughts. You get independents. Independents just won't vote anymore because independents like me feel we're not being heard. Or you get people who vote third party, but we're marginalized, and all most of us want to do is pay our bills, go home, take care of ourselves. That's it. We don't want anything more than that. I know I don't. I just want to pay my rent, get home safe, go to sleep, and then do all the bullshit I did yesterday again today. Alright? I'm not somebody who's asking for much. A lot of us who aren't. And I can't speak for the countless voices out there who want, something similar. Everyone is an individual and capable of independent thought. But this political correctness bullshit and this fear of speaking out and saying what needs to be done needs to be done. You can't hide in the shadows forever. You just can't. Hiding in an alleyway and just staying in the dark, staying in the shadows, that's what they want. But sometimes you have to do what is necessary. Even if people don't agree with it. That's how we moved forward in this country, is we challenged regulations, we challenged laws, we challenged opinions. People dared and were motivated to do things. Now we just sit on our asses, say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and procrastinate, and never really get anything done. Sometimes you have to do what needs to be done, even if other people don't fucking like it. Too fucking bad. Get angry. Get pissed. And move people out of the way and challenge them. Because you know what? People don't like being challenged. At any point. But there comes a point when we have to stop acting like a country that is a bunch of fucking islands colonized by people, and start realizing that we're citizens and we have a right to be heard. We have a right to make change. So we need to put aside our differences and learn to put our pants on. Okay? I don't care if you're a woman, transgender, whatever. Fuck. Put pants on and do something. Stop complaining. And, I guess I'm complaining too, in a way. But the point is, there is a problem. But a lot of voices are going unheard, or they're just going unnoticed because everything's screwed up. And we allowed it to get like this. We, the citizens, allowed it to get like this. Take a lesson from France. Okay? Realize that there is government corruption. People get sick of being exploited. They get sick and tired of feeling like there's a hand on their throat. That's how this country was founded. It was founded on blood. Do you think the American Revolution was just some easy-going thing? No, it was because people got sick and tired of another country telling them what to do. There's more to the American Revolution than that, but in essence, we felt as colonies that the voices of the citizens were not being heard and were not being properly dealt with by the British Parliament. And the British Parliament we didn't have any representation. The colonists didn't have any representation over in the British Parliament. And because the citizens felt that they were not being heard, they decided to do something about it. You think the American Revolution was all cupcakes, rainbows, and unicorns? No. But sometimes you have to spill a little blood to get shit done.